Good evening. You're watching the main news on HKIBC. I'm Janice Lo. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. 24 high-value companies are coming to Hong Kong or expanding operations, according to Paul Chan. Indonesian domestic helpers reject Jakarta's plan, which is supposed to prevent them from paying hefty agency fees. And Hong Kong clinches first ever badminton medal at the World University Games. The government said it is making inroads in its bid to lure high-value enterprises to Hong Kong. Financial Secretary Paul Chan confirmed that at least 25 strategic firms would either set up shop or expand operations in the city this year. To reboot Hong Kong's economy amid stiff competition from regional rivals such as Singapore, the government is inviting a list of so-called strategic enterprises to set up shop in the city. With 17 branches from around the world, the Office for Attracting Strategic Enterprises is cherry-picking companies from high-value industries such as artificial intelligence and financial technology. In his weekly blog, Financial Minister Paul Chan gave updates on the progress. He said the office, along with the Innovation, Technology and Industry Bureau, has reached out to over 200 firms since it was established last December. More than 25 or 1/8 are getting ready to set foot in Hong Kong or even expand their operations here. They include Byron Technology, a semiconductor firm founded in Shanghai, and Horizon Robotics, another Chinese firm whose investors include Volkswagen, BYD, and Intel. The financial chief said that in the first phase, the 25 or so firms plan to invest $17 billion in the SAR and create at least 4,000 jobs. Chan revealed that other big names, such as tech giant Huawei, as well as e-commerce platforms Meituan and JD.com, are considering to expand their businesses in the city. He said advanced talks are underway with more enterprises and was confident more firms will establish an office in Hong Kong in the second half of the year. In his latest budget, Chan has earmarked $50 million to promote the development of the third-generation Internet, or Web 3.0. Over 170 companies involved in Web 3.0 development are now operating at Cyberport, up slightly from 150 2 months ago. Jakarta is proposing that Hong Kong employers settle training costs and other fees, which are now levied on domestic helpers. The move is aimed at easing the financial burden of migrant workers, but they say the plan will achieve nothing. Protesting outside Jakarta's outpost in Causeway Bay, the Indonesian Migrant Workers Union said the scheme would create a lose-lose situation. They said even if employers pay the agencies more, the workers would still be charged up to $20,000 before they can start working in Hong Kong. It urged the Indonesian government to disclose the details of the scheme and crack down on unscrupulous agencies.
Because there is a big question from the employer itself. I already pay money. Why you pay again? Where's the money goes? Is it true that you pay? And also the employer have question why you borrow the money. Many employer also is not believe with us anymore.
Government sports centers were packed today as admissions were waived under the annual Sport for All Day to promote an active lifestyle. Even Chief Executive John Lee turned up. Chloe Wong reports.
There's no better way to beat the summer heat by taking a dip in the pool. Better still, admission for all public swimming pools is free today in the annual Sport for All Day. But the offer did not seem to draw more people to Kowloon Park than usual. Some people were even unaware of the free admission until they arrived. This family was an exception, with the mother saying she wanted to exercise with her daughter. Apart from swimming pools, All other sports facilities managed by the Leisure and Cultural Services Department were free of charge. But reservations, which began last Monday, proved to be difficult due to popular demand.
我知道有啲場地嘅真係好就比較困難 book 嘅。
The squash enthusiast said he managed to secure a court, but had to show up at 7 a.m. because the other slots were already gone. Others urged the government to step up promotion of the campaign, which began in 2009 to promote a healthy lifestyle for Hong Kongers. It is held on the first Sunday every August. A range of classes and activities were also arranged for both adults and children. This cardio lesson at Sam Shui Po Sports Center even drew a few special guests. Chief Executive John Lee and Sports Minister Kevin Yeung cheered on from the sidelines, but did not participate. The top officials did work up a sweat elsewhere, as Yeung got his hands on battle ropes, before joining Lee for an experience of wheelchair fencing. They even got tips from professionals, including Paralympians Tong Ah Ting and Fan Pui Shan. Chloe Wong, HKIBC.
Over 14,000 people visited the Fire and Ambulance Services Academy today. The open day featured a range of activities, including rescue demonstrations, parades, and specialized evacuations. Here's Chloe Wong again.
It was a busy day for the staff at the Fire and Ambulance Services Academy in Tseung Kwan O. The general public got the chance to see how firefighters react in real-life situations, trying to extinguish a fire in a high-rise building, and at the same time attending to those injured. The high-rise rescue demonstration was one of the highlights of the open day. This woman, whose husband is a firefighter, came here to show her son how his father's working environment is. Some open day visitors were active participants in a high-angle rope rescue drill. This girl who took part said she was not afraid and had a lot of fun. She added that she wants to become a firefighter when she grows up. This mother hopes her children can learn more about the duties of a firefighter. There were a lot of photo opportunities for the whole family. This boy was delighted and said he felt like an ambulanceman. Firefighters also simulated rescue missions, which were undertaken by the team which was deployed to Turkey after the country was struck by a massive earthquake. The urban search and rescue team demonstrated a rescue from collapsed structures. This is the second open day the Academy has held in 2023. Chloe Wong, HKIBC.
At least 21 people were injured after an earthquake with a magnitude of 5.5 shook Shandong province overnight. Scary scenes were captured on camera. Raymond Young reports.
Those staying up late in Shandong's Dezhou city had the scare of their lives after a loud earthquake warning was broadcast on their TV sets and mobile phones just after 2:30. This household seemed to have escaped the brunt of the tremor. But people inside this convenience store made a beeline for the exit after items were dislodged from store shelves. The force of the quake also set off car alarms and woke up many from their sleep. By dawn, the scale of the 5.5 magnitude earthquake became clear. More than 120 buildings collapsed, but public utilities were intact and power supply remained stable. As of 7 a.m., local hospitals treated 21 people with mostly superficial injuries such as abrasions and bruises. Earthquakes are rare for Dezhou, about 2 hours' drive from Shandong's provincial capital, Jinan. Local authorities said quakes with the magnitude higher than 5 had never been recorded in the area. Residents have been told to brace for more aftershocks. Raymond Yang, HKIBC.
The southern Japanese city of Hiroshima marked the 78th anniversary of the atomic bombing in a solemn ceremony. The gong was sounded at 8:15 a.m. local time, the moment U.S. warplanes dropped the bomb on the city during the Second World War in 1945. A 1-minute silence was observed to remember more than 70,000 people who perished that day. The United States dropped another atomic bomb on Nagasaki 3 days later. The twin bombings became the turning point of the war as Imperial Japan surrendered to the Allies 6 days later. But the human toll was catastrophic. More than 200,000 people died during the detonations and the aftermath. On to the weather now. It will be a hot start to the week with a few showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Temperatures will range between 27 and 33 degrees. Very hot with sunny periods in the following couple of days. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. That's our main news for Sunday night. Join us for more news at 11. I'm Janice Lo. Thanks for watching. Good night.